Hi, this is quite a long question. It's about the theatre seats, and if you want to read the whole question in its entirety before we split it up, because we're going to split it into A, B, and C on the subsequent pages, if you want to read the whole question, pause the video now and then read the question and then carry on. So, looking at part A, in a theatre there are three different areas: stalls, circle, and upper circle. The number of seats in each are in the ratio of stalls, circle to upper circle to 9 to 8 to 5. There are 216 seats in the circle. Part A1, how many seats are there in the upper circle? And then write the number of seats in the circle as a percentage of the total number of seats. So be careful, we've got circle and upper circle, they are two different things. So, there are 216 seats in the circle, and we want to find how many are in the upper circle. So we want to find what one part is what. One part will be 216 divided by 8, because 8 is the number of parts in the circle from the ratio, which gives me 27 seats. So one part is worth 27 seats. And therefore the number of seats in the upper circle, that's going to be worth 5 parts, so it's going to be 5 times 27 seats, which is 135 seats. Now we need to write the number of seats in the circle as a percentage of the total number of seats. Well, there are 9 plus 8 plus 5 plus 22, plus 5, which is 22 parts, and therefore the total number of seats in the theatre will be 22 times 27, because one part is worth 27, which gives me 594 seats. Therefore, as a percentage of the seats in the circle, is going to be 216, because we were told there were 216, divided by the total number of seats, which is 594, times by 100, which gives me 36.363%, and normally at GCSE round off to 3 significant figures, so that would be 36.4%. So the idea really is you write down the full calculator value and then round off. B. The cost of a ticket for the seat in each area of the theatre is shown in the table. So the stalls are $85, the circle is $61, the upper circle is $32. For a show, 75% of the circle tickets were sold and 2/5 of the upper circle tickets were sold. The total amount taken from the ticket sales was $28,610. Calculate the number of stall tickets which were sold. So, the number of seats in the stalls, we need to know there's 594, because we just worked out in the previous part, minus the number in the circle, minus the number in the upper circle, so it gives me 243 seats, which are in the stalls. The circle, now for the circle, there's 0.75 of the tickets were sold, so 75%, which is 0.75 as a decimal, of the 216 seats were sold, which gives me 162 seats were sold. And then for the upper circle, it's 2/5 of the number of seats in the upper circle, which is 135. Do this bit, 2/5, using the fraction button on your calculator, which gives you 54 seats were sold. Right, these 162 seats were sold at a rate of $61. This is what we need to work out now. It's 662 times $61, and the 54 seats were sold at $32 each. That gives a total of 11,610. Right, this was the total amount sold, so therefore the amount taken by just the stalls will be the total amount, which is 28,610, minus the amount sold for the circle and the upper circle, which is 11,610. That gives me 17,000. Right, we know there are 243 seats in the stalls, so if we take 17,000 and then divide it by 85, because each seat was sold at $85, that will give me the number of seats sold. So there were 200 seats sold in the stalls and 43 were not sold. Right, the final part, the total ticket sales of 28,610 was 6% less than the ticket sales at the previous show. Calculate the ticket sales at the previous show, giving your answer to the nearest dollar. So, the multiplier for a percentage decrease of 6% is going to be 1 minus 0.06, which is 0.84. Right, so this is a reverse percentage question, so you need to set it out carefully. So the previous show, you're going to let be x. You're going to multiply that by 0.84, because this is discounted by 6%. And that's equal to the total ticket sales for the present show, which is 28,610. We need to find the amount for the previous show, so opposite of multiplying is to divide, so x will be 28,610 divided by 0.84, which gives you 34,059.523. So the tickets would have to been sold at the previous amount, at different prices than this show, which normally happens in real life. And we want it to correct to the nearest dollar, so we need to round that off to $34,059 to the nearest dollar. So this has been a video to show you how to use ratio, show you how to find the percentages and percentage of a quantity, a fraction of a quantity, and how to do a reverse percentage problem when we have a percentage decrease. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.